Hello dear friends, Fisher here. Today we continue with our beautiful stories, The Power of the Spirit by ALFRED HOSP, also known as Freddie in the book. Today Freddie and also his girlfriend Lilo is seeing Bruno. And it's in summertime, 1958 in Europe. And then Bruno's it's coming to his time to return to the glory of God. And then Bruno showed Freddie and Lilo the most recent pamphlet he wanted to distribute among the friends. And then the design is on the cover is a black cross on a red background. And when Lilo saw that, and she went pale. And then because we normally see a red cross on a white background or a golden cross, but we hardly see a black cross. On the red background, it's just very contrasting the whole design itself. But Bruno smiled, and then he said, "I chose the illusion myself. I don't allow my wife to give me any advice on that. This is all willed by God and has its own validity. And you, Lilo, must not take up the bad, and that is sorrow. Since this weakens you, and one must learn to trust what God has ordained as such. It is always the right thing." That's what's happened to Bruno. Bruno always say you follow your pure human instinct. Your pure human instinct, and don't let yourself be influenced by anyone. So your pure human instincts, that is what is always following God, your inner voice, and do not be influenced by people around you. Because most people, if not 99.999% people, and it's not perfect, and then they always have their weakness, and then in some ways they are wrong. So always be guided by your inner voice, which is guided by God, and that is you always do the right thing, walk on the divine path. That's what Bruno always stressed. Look within and be guided by your inner voice, by your pure human instinct. And Bruno continued to say, "I am convinced that this is the best of 8 pictures that the painters painted of me. They are mostly intended for the communities. However, I am giving you this one to be entirely your own, so that you can hang it up, and when you have a small house of your own, and only then will I write my dedication under it, not before. For you need your own house, and you will also have one, and when it is the right time." Because Bruno can see many things that we cannot see, and he can see the past, and then he knows the past, he knows the future, he knows the beginning of the universe, and then he always knows what's coming in the future for people and for their life. And Bruno's giving his photos to Lilo and also Freddie, because his photos is embedded with divine power, God's divine power. It's very simple. There was quite a few photos of Bruno, and then his photos facing you, and then you look into his eyes, and then you compare his looking to the friends you have, or to the family you have, or to your own photo, and then you know. And when you look into his eyes, there's something different there. Something is penetrating, and then you might not know how exactly to describe your feeling, but you know there's something there, and he's look at you, and then his penetrating eyes will look through you. That's why one day I was doing my work, at a GP clinic as a registered nurse, and I always put Bruno's on my desk. This lady came to me, and we start chatting, and then she asked me, who is the man in that photo? I said, well, it's my helper. And then she said, oh, I've been telling him to go away. He's staring at me. And yes, dear friend, for the one who is especially sensitive, and they can feel the presence of Bruno and go with your feeling. So that is what's happened always to do with Bruno's photo. And lots of people ask, oh, why you always having a photo there? I say, yeah, because this photo is vibrating the divine healing energy everywhere, anywhere. So I always have a Bruno's photo hanging in my lounge, and then he'll keep an eye on the house, and then to keep it in order, so do not allow any evil to come in. That is what I do always with Bruno's photo. And then I do my Einstellen, which is absorbing divine healing energy in front of the photo. That always working for me. I'm going through a stage of healing process, which is Bruno called the Regelungen, which is a realignment with your true self, with true healthy self. And then you go through a stage of unpleasantness to get rid of the negative energies. Of course, and some people will have negative entities attached to them. It's like cleaning a churn, the butter churn. The process itself can be uncomfortable, can be a bit painful, but after that, and then you feel cleansed, and then your body, a part of your body will be in order, if you're not whole, and with its true self, and then the health remains with you. Okay, dear friends, wish you have a good day and God bless.